What's up, guys? We are past the pop culture. We are back for another episode, episode 27, and today we're going to be talking about Nintendo and pretty much all the crazy stuff that's kind of going on and what they're doing, man. I wasn't expecting them to come out with the stuff they are coming out with today, but we're going to dive into that and then also have a little discussion about video game movies since it seems to be pretty relevant to what happened during the direct. And I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Fen.
Hello.
And I am, of course, Ricky. So I guess we're just gonna get started. So Fen, we'll just hop right into the games then.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. So Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. What did you think of that? Because I know you're more of an avid Monster Hunter player than I am.
Yeah.
So I think that's more like best for you to speak on.
I mean, it was a good trailer. They didn't really show much. And like I am still kind of new to the franchise, so I'm assuming that's like an old monster that I should know, but I don't. I haven't played it recently, but now that there's a new expansion, I might get back to it. But it's like it doesn't come out till I think next year, right? So it's like, well,
so
I got time.
Most of the games that are showcased is gonna be like in 2022. So that's
I think
the
like
thing.
50% of it was, right?
Oh yeah, a good handful of the games are coming out in 2022. Yeah, because I played the first, or not first, I should say. I played the one that the first Monster Hunter game. I played Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
And so that was fun. That was interesting. I never beat it. I played it a lot and just kind of like hunted monsters, of course. But I never really like followed the story thoroughly or anything. So it was just kind of more like I enjoyed it and got my feel for the game. And I think it's a cool game series. I know a lot of people have been advocating to put like someone from the Monster Hunter series into like the Smash games, which would be kind of interesting to see.
Ooh, I would love that.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's something they're saying, like, because it can be really interesting gameplay wise, like what you can do. But that's something a lot of people have been talking about, which I can see it. So,
actually, that would make a lot more sense because, like, okay, they just announced this one, and then they have Monster Hunter Stories 2, which is a really good game as well.
Yeah.
And that just came out, like, not too long ago.
Yep. Yeah, so I guess since I brought up Smash, because so pretty much they didn't show anything for Smash Bros. In this direct. A lot of people were anticipating for something to show up, but it didn't really quite. All we got was, come back on the 5th.
Yeah.
And then that's when we're going to reveal the last Smash Fighter, which at first I was kind of disappointed because I kind of wanted to see it like released now. It's like, give it to me now. I want to know who it is. Let me know. And then, but as I saw, like, the Nickelodeon All-Star whatever Fighters game that they're putting out, that one is coming out on the 5th of October. And so the same day that he's going to announce the last Smash character is the day that game releases. So I just think it's kind of funny. And, like, I am like, man, I'm kind of hype. Because that's a game.
Is that a power move or is that I'm a scared move?
I don't know if it's a power move. I don't know if it, because here's the thing, like the Nintendo game's coming to the Nickelodeon game is coming to the Nintendo Switch. So I don't think they view it as a threat necessarily to the Smash Bros. Series. I don't really see any, I mean, unless, because I've seen gameplay and it looks cool and they are trying to cater to that, like, Smash Bros. Or more melee side of Smash Bros. Fan base, but I don't think Nintendo takes it seriously as a competitor. I mean, of course, like after seeing the gameplay and everything, like there is a little bit of jank, and it makes you appreciate how fleshed out Super Smash Bros. Is in comparison, like how smooth and all the fighting is. Like I do have an appreciation for it more. But I don't think they see it like as a big enough threat, and I hope that the game is pretty good, so that it does force maybe Nintendo's hand to put like, oh, maybe we'll put out another character or two, or maybe we'll keep developing it, because it seems like after this one, we're pretty much done on the side of Smash Bros.
For like ever, or
pretty much. I know some people are saying like I know I forget who told me, but someone said like, oh well, Sakurai might not be retiring, or he might choose to. But pretty much like we've known for some time now that he doesn't really plan on continuing the series, and it does take a lot of time and effort and work. And it's kind of like hard to do that, to how much like effort that has to go into making a new one. So I personally rather just have them update us with like maybe once or twice a year they throw in a character or two, or something like some sort of event. I think that'd be really cool. But I guess to kind of just go back to the games though, but I was yeah, I thought that was an interesting. I do think it was a power move though, to a certain degree. To kind of, I think it was just to flex on Nickelodeon for a bit.
Say, oh yeah, we know you're coming, but here you go.
Yeah, we know you're coming out, but we know everyone's gonna be talking about the Smash character and less about your game now, because they know they hold the power in that way. So I think it's just one last. Yes, we're finished developing, but just let us know, just to let you know, we still hold the power here.
Right.
We still hold the power. And so that's pretty much what we're seeing here. And so to go on to the next game though, I just deleted the thing. Accidentally closed it out. Let me see, give me one second.
Wait, so you don't think the Nickelodeon game is gonna be better, quote quote, than Super Smash?
I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be interesting. I think it could give Smash a run for its money. After seeing it, like I know they're definitely catering to the Smash Bros. Audience, but I just think that the amount of star power that the Smash Bros. Series has, I think Nickelodeon, like, because it does have like Patrick and SpongeBob and all those characters that we love, but I think it's definitely we're definitely gonna know once the game's released, and then after a few months from now, like, hey, this is like an actual game with a good life cycle versus like people are gonna play it for a few months and then drop it, no tournaments come around. And so that's the hard part, is we're gonna have to definitely see, because I am very hyped though for the game. I am super hyped for the is it the Nickelodeon All-Star?
Yeah, Nickelodeon All-Stars, yeah. I think that's what it's called, yeah. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm just biased, but like all the pros that I've been watching, they're like, man, if this game does this, it's like the next best, arcadey fighting game. Like it's gonna be an Evo or whatever.
It's definitely imagine Evo.
I would love that, absolutely.
Oh yeah. No, so like basically it's just like it's gonna have to be like when we put the game in players' hands, what is going to be the general reception to it? Because the problem is like, because I like it, I think it looks cool. It's just not until like we have to see if some sort of competitive scene rises, and then actually kind of like have some sort of life to it, because that's the only thing that I'm worried about. Like, because we're gonna play the game, we're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Like we know that. Like I'm definitely gonna play it. Like we want to review it, so we'll probably we'll probably have a day where we go over to your house and we all play it and kind of give our thoughts on it for the stream, because I'm excited. I want to see it. Like I think competition's always a good thing when it comes to these games. So I do think it could give a run. Smash can have a run for its money, but to what degree are we going to see it? I don't know. That's what it is. I don't know. Because I was a little bit more like, hey, I think we can pull one over on Smash. But the way, I don't know, the power move of Sakurai releasing the last character on, I feel like because they're doing a whole separate event, I don't know. I feel like there's something different with it.
Do you think they're going to announce another Smash?
I don't think they'll announce another Smash. I would literally flip out. I would flip out. I would so flip out if they did know, in a good way, because I'd be like, wow, they're still developing it. But the only thing is, like, of course, like, it depends, like, to what quality, of course. Like, if they're just going to like reskin everything, then it's like,
They say for next gen consoles.
Next gen consoles. Oh, crossplay. Nah, Nintendo would never do that. I don't think their potato servers can even connect to modern servers. They're still from the 1980s. No. Actually, they say they've been. Yeah, they're still on the dial-up back there. No, but. Oh my goodness. So, but yeah, like I'm excited to see. So I'm not sure if we'll do like some sort of like live reaction to that or not.
We
I
probably
don't know if
should,
you. I think that'd be interesting because that.
especially if he's like a character we do not want. That's what I'm looking
So
forward
it's
to.
it's on the 5th. It's a Tuesday. I don't know what time they're releasing it. So because I do have stuff to do so that day. So we'll have to
Man.
see. Maybe for the stream we'll talk about it.
That'd be
And
interesting.
yeah, so that's kind of it. What I just wanted to talk about on that. But let me see. Mario Party Superstar is the second game that they showcased. I like Mario Party. I just feel like they always pump out a Mario Party just to pump out a Mario Party because people will buy it.
Yeah,
I
but this
kind of
one's
feel like
good.
the game. I mean, it looks cool, but it's just like I'm kind of like, like I'm not gonna buy it. If someone gets it and brings it over and we play it, like I enjoy Mario Party games. Whenever the homies bring it by and we all play, we're screaming and yelling like when we're playing. I should remember, but a little off topic. Like when we were playing the what was it? The baseball mini game.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like that game's
That
fun.
was fun. I just want a Mario baseball game. Okay, we haven't had one
okay,
since,
so this is
'cause
still
the
related.
GameCube.
Yeah,
so good.
the Nintendo Online, we're gonna kind of skip a lot, but the Nintendo
Yeah.
Online is gonna have like the old school Mario Soccer and stuff. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're gonna, get that old school Mario Baseball or something.
I would.
But I don't
Dude,
know.
yeah, cause I don't know, like, I'm not sure if it's just like the nostalgia, but honestly, dude, Mario Baseball GameCube, so good, so
Yeah.
good.
It was
I
fun.
never really, soccer was okay. I never really got into that one, but the
Hmm.
baseball was fun. I remember like screaming and yelling, everyone being like, ah! So yeah, it's the hype.
Well, Mario
Yeah,
Party
so-
usually has that effect on like everybody, so
Yeah, so
I'm just happy with this new one that they're not, on that one, I don't remember which one it is, like maybe 8 or whatever, where like you're in the same cart. Like I hate that, but like this one looks like you're individual and you can move around the map.
it
and
does
all
seem
that.
like the map seems a bit more varied and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I am interested like what they have to offer, but I don't know, like to me it's like a Mario Party is a Mario Party. Yeah, it's gonna be good, but it's kind of like for the most part, I feel like it's really hard to experiment with that formula. So we'll have to see though. We'll definitely have to see.
Don't worry, I'll
'cause,
have it at my house per usual.
We'll play it. Mario Golf. I'll rage quit because Mercedes will get like a hole-in-one like right off the bat.
I don't know how she's so good at that game.
I know. Yeah. But yeah, so one that I am interested that they showed off was
Yep.
Voice of Cards,
Oh,
the
yeah.
ISO of Dragon Roars. It's an RPG card game, and I'm always a sucker for card games.
Uh-huh.
I always wanted like a game like this. I've always thought like, oh, it'd be so cool if like you use cards to traverse like a dungeon and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of like made that dream come true, I guess. And so I'm really excited to see it because what they showed off seemed to be pretty solid
cool, yeah.
gameplay. It looked really cool. I'm not sure if they mentioned a multiplayer aspect to it. I don't remember. I don't think so.
I don't think they did.
I think it is like a single player, but I think it'd be really cool. Like as a party, you can traverse the dungeons. But almost like a D&D kind of thing, I guess you would have to.
Yeah, I got that feeling too. I don't know. It had a lot of cool, different like blend of card
Yeah.
games into it, and it's just like I like how the art is and like the atmosphere
Yeah.
and everything.
The art has kind of like that. Or I should say, the game. Did you play? What is it called? Hand of Fate, I believe that's what it's called.
I don't think I have.
It's like a card game where it's basically kind of like a deck of cards. You go out. It's basically the same thing, but it's a little bit different, and it has that same like traversing a world but through cards aspect to it. And I
Right.
enjoyed the first one. I don't remember if I beat it or not. It came out so long ago, but yeah, like it kind of gave me that vibe, and so I'm pretty excited. Honestly, like that's something I would definitely play. For me though, like when it comes to those kind of like more niche RPG games and stuff
Right.
like that, I always tend to like play them, drop them, play them, drop them, play them, drop them. So hopefully, like I'll play through it all, and then we can maybe do a review on it if we really like it. So
Well, I mean, if it's a good
think-
story and all, like everything is, you should kind of continue to play it, right?
yeah,
Because
If it-
most card games, just like all right, let's beat somebody and then okay, you're done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how repetitive is the gameplay? I should
Yeah.
say gonna be. Like, how's the gameplay loop? What is it gonna look like or feel like? Is it gonna be like addicting? Because I do love card games. Like that, I've been looking for a good card game because, like I know people saying like, oh, just get into Magic, but it's like I feel like, how do I word it? To get into Magic now after so many years, you
You'll
know
be
what I mean?
broke.
Like that's a lot to catch up. Yeah, and so like I can always play digital. And I played the digital version, but it's not too bad. And I know it was like there's like Hearthstone and stuff,
Yeah.
or what's the one that Riot has? Legends of Runeterra or something
Oh shoot,
like that.
I 100% forgot about that one. That thing's
Yeah,
still
so
around.
like yeah, like I tried them. They're okay. They're like it's not my thing personally. I don't like the reason why Hearthstone doesn't do it for me is because do you remember you remember, I know you remember, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if anyone else is the card game that World of Warcraft had before Hearthstone? Do you? It's like it was the World of Warcraft card game before Hearthstone.
Oh
so it
yeah,
was
yeah, the
Hearthstone
actual
before
card
Hearthstone.
game. Yeah.
It was an actual card game, and I bought those cards, and,
So
and
did
I
I.
never, and so I love them, and they were really awesome. Personally, I wish they would have kept that format better than Hearthstone.
Mm-hmm.
Hearthstone's a little bit different because it's a little bit more like has a little bit more addicting gameplay, and it is faster paced.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy the older ones because like you would go on like a quest,
Mm-hmm.
and then you would do that and get point. It was a little bit more intricate and more like involved than what you see in Hearthstone. Not to say that Hearthstone doesn't require strategy or anything, but it had more of a role play aspect to it.
Yeah, I get
Like
you.
okay, like then a strategy, I guess I should say. So it was a little bit different, but I did enjoy that old, and that I like that because that was really fun, like collecting all the different like characters and cards and quests, and I always
they look
enjoyed
cool.
that.
Typical Blizzard.
So-
Make something great
so,
and
yeah.
then ruin it later.
Yeah, I don't know why they gave. I don't know why they gave up on that. I personally really enjoyed it.
Probably
I
because of
used to.
Hearthstone.
Yeah, and it's just like, man, dude, like, cause I remember like going to a card store and like they had them there, like the different expansions and cards, and I always like collecting the different packs, and I would
Yeah.
even keep the foils because the art on them was so cool on the foils just for the card packets themselves.
I don't even
Like,
think I
they were-
have those anymore.
Yeah, I still have the cards somewhere, and I know some of them are worth money because they used to have codes on them where you can get items in game
Oh yeah.
for World of Warcraft. So I kept those. I still have the cards, and so I feel like it's cool. Like I don't know, I can't give them up. It's like,
Imagine if you had the polar bear, which is like worth $1,000.
oh really?
Yeah,
I have to go
they're
check.
really
Hold
expensive.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like people sell them on eBay for like hundreds and thousands of dollars. But
Yeah,
they're like
yeah.
super rare. But because I think actually I think you can still. I could be wrong, but you might still be able to buy them.
Yeah, there's probably people with like unopened packets and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but it's it's not the same. Like I miss collecting cards, dude. Like I remember I mentioned earlier, like I was trying to collect Pokemon cards again. It's like $8
It's too
for like
expensive.
for like 6 cards, but they increase the prices because like everyone was buying
Yeah,
them,
they'd
and,
always be sold out.
and they'd always be sold out, and I don't know. So it's kind of lame, but
I feel like
you
that
know,
kind of died out though.
it did like, but it's still there. Like it's a lot of hype, and I don't know. I would like to watch like as a kid like the card openings and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'd be down to do one or two. Like you do like a card openings. I don't know why like
Retire
it's like,
early.
It's like,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, it's like yeah. It's like I guess it's like my like kids version of gambling, I guess, where it's like, okay, what cards did I get today and stuff like
That's
that,
worse.
and you know,
I don't know if
when I
that's
could have
worse.
fulfilled, when I didn't have enough money myself, I'd watched other people do it. So yeah,
Oh,
but
that's sad. Well, I
But
know
yeah, that's
Pokemon.
a-
I know Pokemon has you could play the trading card game online now. I know
Yeah,
they just
I know
that
that.
was just announced too.
yeah. Oh, I'm not sure you remember, but I was playing the Game Boy version or the Game Boy Color
Uh-huh.
Pokemon trading card game. So I haven't gone back to beat it because I got my butt whooped on the last boss, and because it's like a gauntlet you go through. It's like you have to beat like 4 in a row. So it's like, oh man, it's kind of tough. But I don't know if I have a good enough deck. But yeah, because it's interesting. It was interesting. Like man, dude, like the old school one kicks your butt. No mercy at all. But that one's funny. But yeah, I have to one day go back and finish that. But I don't know, if anyone has good like card games suggestions, because I don't like it when it's just like you only get like 3 cards and then you kind of, it's
Just
more
do
like
repeat
action.
repeat those 3 or whatever.
Yeah, like I like it when it's like you got like a good like 5 cards you start out with, and then it's actually, and that's why, because I play like there's like a World War II one that I play cards. I've dumped too many hours into that, so I like that kind of style more, where it's like it's just digital actually playing a card game rather than like it has card game mechanics for like, I don't know.
Maybe you should try Hearthstone.
I did try Hearthstone, and I played it for a bit, but it just wasn't 100% there for me when I was playing it.
You should try the Battlegrounds. Now when you just choose a hero and then like you make your own deck like live and then you just beat up people. That one's fun. I like that one. It's basically like what's it called? What is it called? The team tactics or whatever, but with cards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because what is it called? I think it's Shadowverse. It's like an anime one, basically.
Oh, that one sucks.
Yeah, so I was playing that for a bit, and then I was like, that's okay.
That one was terrible.
But I know, like, it's because I tried getting into it, and I really like the art and the characters, but, like, I was like, oh, well, I'm going to try to go online, and then I was just, like, I sat there for, like, a whole turn while he did, like, everything, and I was just like, okay.
yeah, Teamfight Tactics, there you go.
Yeah, so maybe I'll try Teamfight Tactics, yeah. Maybe that one would be more my thing. I don't know, we'll have to see, but... Anyways, let's move on to the next game. Yeah,
Hyrule cards for like 30 minutes.
Hyrule Age of Calamity. I could talk about card games the whole time, but Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I haven't played that actually. I'm not sure if you have, so I'm not sure if that's something we'll skip over.
I mean, I'm skipping it, but I like those games because it reminds me of like The Last Samurai. I think you remember that, or like Samurai Warriors.
Because this is an expansion pass.
Yeah, but it's like nobody wanted to hear this. Like, I'm pretty sure when people saw the word Hyrule, they're like, oh, the new Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, I think that's what people care about more at this point is Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too interested in this game. I didn't really like it.
Yeah, because that one's more, it's more like an action game, right? As in, like, and you, like, toss people up, and I forgot what it's called, but it's a certain genre.
It takes place before Breath of the Wild also, so it's like, if you want to, know the story before it, I guess play it, but I don't know.
What's the genre called? I don't know if anyone knows.
It's like a hack and slash, like
hack and slash. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I've always thought they were like okay. Hack and slash games, not my cup of tea necessarily.
I used to really enjoy those, like play as what's his name, Nobunaga and all them like people. Like I think Angel might remember, but I used to play Last Samurai like a lot, and I think I had him play it too, but. I don't know if he remembers that. Man, that game was good. But this game, nope.
All right. And of course, the greatest game of all, Chocobo
Mario
GP.
Kart Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Mario Kart Final Fantasy, basically.
I can't believe they're doing this. Honestly.
I'm like, I felt like that's like such a cash grab. I'm going to be honest.
It's like exactly like Mario Kart.
I was like,
just with the reskin.
Oh, okay, please. I was like, please.
I mean, it's like the music got me though, so it's like I love that music.
Don't insult me, please.
You can play this in Final Fantasy, the online game, literally, but you just race actual chocobos. Yeah, basically. They put the chocobo in a car, but on the online, you're actually racing a chocobo. But I can't believe I can't believe it.
It's like I don't know, because I don't know about you, but I'm not too into racing car games I don't like racing games. I mean, when you see them at the arcade, I'll play them because it's cool because you got the little wheel and everything.
Yeah.
But I've never been like into racing games. Like because I know they announced another racing game here and there. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh yeah, like the new racing game. Like, and I'm like, okay, like I gotta see them in line with like other sports games where it's like I don't
just go play the sport.
If I want to play football, I'll go outside, toss a football around with my friends. Like, you know what I mean? It's like. I don't really like if it's like like what Mario does and stuff like that where they add like spins and do different things and it's kind of cool, right? Like so I like it when they do that, but if it's just straight up like this is just simulating driving a car fast, it's just like, well, okay, man.
Oh man, I just realized I wore the perfect shirt for today. Okay, sorry. I'm wearing a Nintendo shirt. I don't know.
Oh, nice.
Actually, my biggest complaint with racing games is why do the racing games always look 1,000 times better graphic wise than like any other video game that comes out, like Gran Torino, or whatever it's called, Gran Turismo. Because
you have nothing. It's just you just have the road, some cars, and then some
you
like
have
trees.
Way more than that. Like if you actually play him, it's like how is this game like so specific,
I think it's
so
because
detailed.
they have to make the cars look cool and all that because that's like the main selling point. And then it's like they don't really have to build anything outside of like the tracks and like some buildings and stuff like that. So it's like I don't know. It is.
Do you
always
remember that
interesting.
game, Sonic Riders?
Sonic Riders? I don't.
That's a throwback.
Man, I played it probably, and I just don't remember it.
It wasn't like amazing, but you know,
Yeah, like
Mario
that
Kart
one's,
was better.
I've always been Mario Kart, even though I've always been poop at it. But yeah, so Chocobo kind of like insulted our
Everybody,
intelligence,
yes.
but yeah, and just,
I'm
I
probably
don't
still
know,
gonna buy it.
of course. All right, well we can skip the final Smash announcement
Yeah.
thing.
Kirby.
My most hyped game is probably Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Oh yes,
It's like a 3D post-apocalyptic platformer, and that's what I kind of got the vibe from. It was
my
beautiful when they showcased that. I loved it. I loved it. It was super exciting to see
Yeah.
that we finally get like a 3D
Yeah.
Kirby. I am not an avid Kirby game player. Like I don't really play a whole bunch of them. I played the original, and then I've dabbled. And the original as in like the Game Boy. And then I've played them here and there, like at a friend's house or something. I've been wanting for one to come out so I can pick one up, and so I'm really excited. And 3D platformer, very interesting. It looks beautiful. The graphics look amazing.
Open world.
Yeah, the graphics look really nice.
Oh yeah.
I liked the action, how it looked and everything.
Yep.
But it was
need
just
that
I
game
don't know.
now.
It's like and that one's like spring 2022. I don't remember,
Yeah,
but
so
it's.
far away.
I'm like, no, my guy, I need the game now.
I know,
Like
why even show it?
You can't showcase that to us now and just not give it to us, man. Like, that
Especially
was
when
too
it's
good.
Kirby. Like everybody wants this. Why
Yes,
are they doing
like,
this to
it's
us?
so good. Like I really like. I'm really anticipating that, and I do want to follow the game's like development because that looks like that can really change 3D platforming if they do it right.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like
buying
I'm
it.
interested in seeing like what Nintendo has in store for that because, oh man, like I don't know what it was. I'm not sure it's just like the environment, the way that Kirby runs around, and
Well,
like
just
it
like the
looks so
sound
slick.
and like the sound, like the song that I was playing and everything. How it first started, I was like,
Yeah.
"Ow!"
It just looked slick. The gameplay looked slick. Like I was just like, man, like it's just amazed me like that. Like I don't know. I love the environment. It was so good, so good. It was just a trailer, but you see, they showed off gameplay.
Yeah.
That's what I like. Because when they don't show off gameplay and it's like, well, yeah, you see the world, it's cool, but man, dude, if the game stays looking like that, running on the Nintendo Switch, man, that's mwah, mwah,
Can't wait to play in 30
chef's
FPS.
kiss. Yes, like it's really gonna, yeah. But I'm definitely, that's gonna be definitely a pickup.
Yeah, that
For
has
me,
to be.
that's definitely a pickup. That one, I'm willing to bet it's probably gonna be like the Kirby game you're gonna have to play. Like
You
that,
think so?
I'm calling it now. I think it is. I think it's gonna be like a new classic.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
That's
I'm
bold
hyped for it.
words.
I like the environment. I think it shows a lot of promise. Just seeing that, it's like oof. But
Yeah, that's
yeah.
some big words, all right.
No, I'm very
I'd be
hyped for
surprised
it.
if anybody saw that and they're like, "Nah, I don't want it."
No,
Like, I'd be
everyone
very
seems to be
surprised.
pretty excited. Everyone
Okay.
seems to be pretty excited. So, they showed off Disney Magical World 2, which I don't really care for. I don't really even know. I didn't know
I
that
have
was a
no
game.
idea what that is.
The only reason why I'm bringing this up is because when they were like, "Oh, we're not showing off the Smash character," and then they're like, "What's this?" Disney Mickey's or it's like, "What's this? You're invited?" Or they show like an invitation, and and the way the invitation was given, I was like, "No." Way, like, I was like, because I thought it looked like the Smash invitation at first, because I was eating like my lunch while watching it on my phone, right? So all I see is this invitation going to Mickey's hand. I'm like, oh, I was about to literally be like, screw you, Nintendo. Like, are you really adding Mickey? And then like for a second, because I know they said that, but I was just like eating and like watching. So when that happened, I was just like, it trolled me. And then because everyone in the comments was like, wait, what? Mickey for Smash? And I was so confused for a second. I was just like, what the heck is going on?
Would you be
But
mad?
it wasn't, but Yes, I would be. I would be very upset. I would not that I wouldn't stop playing the game, but if I ever see anybody playing the character, I would make sure to definitely throw salt at him because like that, like nah, like you
Wait,
can't.
so,
You
so, so
can't.
Mickey Mouse would be worse than Steve.
Mickey Mouse would be worse than Steve because Steve's still a video game character. I'd rather
That's
have
true.
the Fortnite guy in it
Oh,
than Mickey Mouse because that's a video
let's
game.
not talk about that.
Yeah.
Every time you
but,
say something comes true, remember that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man. Because it's like, man, dude, like, honestly, okay, if it is the Fortnite guy, that's gonna be the biggest troll ever. That would be the biggest troll ever.
And then he announces his retirement. I'm out, guys.
Yeah, I'm out. Like, honestly, I'd respect it. I'd respect it. You'd have to. You'd have to respect it. Because it's
Everybody
like,
would quit.
because like,
No, please don't do that. I swear.
yeah.
I swear. I don't know. I really hope it's not Mickey Mouse. It's probably Waluigi.
yeah, but that invitation, man, threw me through a loop. Because when it threw everyone in the comment sections through a loop. They're like, no way. Why does he have an invitation? They knew what they were doing. They had to know what they were doing. Oh my gosh.
Did you see how many people were watching the stream? Like at least on YouTube? I
That's
don't know
a
if you
lot.
saw.
Well,
It was 711,000.
oh man, yeah, because I don't remember. I was watching like the IGN or Gamescom one.
Oh,
like
okay.
they had like they're always in the hundreds of thousands, like each and every stream. Like
the Nintendo alone one was 700.
The Nintendo Directs get so much attention, and because for good reason. Because a lot of times, like it's a really good update to see what's going on, and it's like they're always interesting and fun. I usually like watching the Directs. I know people tend to overhype the Directs, and yeah, I get disappointed from time to time myself. But you know, like you have to realize, like, okay, yeah, that was me overhyped, and you know, it's not. But it's.
Well, it's because
I like
I
them.
think
I
it's because
enjoy
we
them. It's a
knew,
good
like,
gaming
it's like,
event.
wait, new Smash character, maybe they'll do it here. Breath of the Wild 2, maybe we gotta watch it, you know? So it's like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
games in the future that makes them keep coming back, basically, right?
But yeah, so that one, yeah. But the Disney Magical World 2 got a little trolled there, but it's fine. But Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, they're bringing that over. I know that's more your lane.
I don't
right there.
know. I mean, I guess I do know why they're bringing it, but it's like, why? I don't know.
Why do you think they're bringing it over?
I don't know. They're doing their remake or whatever, right? It's only PlayStation 5 though.
Yeah, because
But-
I thought like, well, they were doing that, so I was kind of confused because I didn't really play any of these games that much, like so.
Yeah,
I don't have as much
I don't-
experience, so I thought because I remember you saying like they're doing a remaster, and then when I
Yeah.
saw that, I was like, wait, what? Like I got a little confused.
I don't know why they're doing that, to be honest. Well, I mean, if the new one or the remaster is going to be a PlayStation exclusive, then I guess this is the only one
They
can
knew
get.
that, like, oh wait, the new one's not going to be able to run on the Switch. They have to use the old one.
Here's the old one where we can barely handle it still.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good game. Like, even if you play it like time exclusive, I mean, yeah. But I don't know. It's a good game. I'd play it. If I didn't know they're gonna do the remaster, I probably would have bought it for the Switch. But now that I know the remaster's coming out, it's like I'll just wait because I don't really want to play a 2-pixel Star Wars game on a Switch that sucks. So, not trying to be mean, but I
I
don't
like the old school style.
I mean, I do too, but if the Switch, like, what happens if the Switch can't even handle it?
I'm gonna laugh.
It can't
I'm
handle like a
genuinely gonna
2000. I don't even know when that game came out. It could barely handle it. It's like, come
Was it
on.
Knights of the Old Republic, right?
Yeah. Are you googling? I don't know.
2003.
Okay, yeah. See, yeah, maybe the Switch can handle that. Should be. Maybe not 30 FPS, but maybe 28.
28.
I'd play it. I'd play it. I don't know.
All right, all
Because
right.
you
And
never
then-
played that game, right?
I don't know.
That's a good RPG game. You'd probably like it.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a try when they're doing the remake. I'd probably try it. But
You don't
What's
want to
the
try
next
the
one?
new? I mean, this old one, this old new one.
well, you know, I'm always a sucker for like old games and stuff like that. So maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. Well, I have to discuss it with my wallet. So
Well, I mean, I guess you could technically just get an emulator and then, anyways.
yeah, that's how we see it. Like, well, we're not
Yeah,
going down
oops.
that. We're not. Just kidding.
Anyways.
That's illegal. Don't do that, guys.
Yeah. Anyways,
But,
triangle strategy.
Yeah. So it has that aesthetic of Octopath Traveler.
Octopus.
Yeah, I put Octopus by accident. It auto-corrected, but Octopath Traveler. And I really like that art style. I thought it was really cool when I saw it. I'm not sure if you played Octopath Traveler by any...
I played the demo.
You played the demo? Yeah, because I think I played through like a good portion of the game. And then I stopped because I was in college. I still am.
Yeah, that's
but...
right.
I just haven't picked it up.
Apparently, this game had a demo as well.
I know, and I missed it, and I'm very upset because I wanted to try it, and I forgot about that. But I've been busy, and then it's just like, well, I don't know if but it seems like because the feedback they got, they really changed a lot of stuff. So I'm pretty excited.
What I was gonna say. Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. I always am a sucker for those kind of strategy games. I tend to, when I play those strategy games, to kind of like pick up, drop, and then like just play through them and then eventually beat them or don't. I just get my feel. I always like playing them just from here and there, like if I'm in the car or something.
Do you ever finish games, Ricky?
I finish games, yeah.
Okay. Usually or rarely?
Well, it depends what I'm playing because a lot of games like that I play do not have an ending. Like if I'm playing Europa, it's like, yes, technically you get to the end date, but by then like the game usually becomes so absurd or so like, how do I word it? Like it just, the slowdown and everything that usually happens is not very worth it. So I usually stop like most of my runs unless I'm trying to like restore Rome or conquer the world or something, which I've done unsuccessfully, but that's not the point. But the point being is like, yeah, I usually finish stuff like, it's just that I tend to like play games slow, and then because I'm typically playing like a lot of games, I just kind of bounce and back and forth. But outside of like what we've been playing, I haven't really been playing games per se, just because I've been doing other stuff. But I really want to finish games. Like I finished Metroid.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Like the original one, yeah. And so that kind of brings us to our next one, Metroid Dread.
Dang.
Oh, that was a segue, and I didn't even read that. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. So like I don't have a lot of experience. I played the original one because I like looking at retro games, and I was like, hey, let's just try one out. And so they do have it on like the what's it called? The Nintendo.
The classics or whatever.
Yeah, the online stuff. Yeah. So that it's a pretty easy way to get hold of it. And so because I recently paid for the online and stuff like that. But so I'm excited for Metroid Dread. Because I've always wanted to get into Metroid, I just don't know where to start. And so I feel like this may be a good jumping on point. I don't know. I'm assuming it is.
It probably is.
Because what was it? They canceled one of them because I know people were saying like, oh, because this one's technically 5 and they didn't finish 4, they never put out 4 or something like that. I know people were saying like,
because I know they're doing another Metroid, but then they never did it, and then they did this one. But I don't know if it's directly
and they just skipped over it or something like that. So
that I don't know.
I'm excited because
I like them all.
It seems you've played all of them or
pretty much
a good majority.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. Like just playing like even the classic one, I feel like it has a lot. Like it's pretty cool. Like I think like being a kid like in the 80s, that would have been pretty amazing to see. And I'm hoping like with Metroid Dread, like it seems like I do like the, I guess kind of like 2.5D. I guess they're doing like art for it. Like I do like it because it is of course like a Metroidvania. You know, the inventor of the genre. So. I do hope to see them kind of like do things a little bit different because it seems like everyone's kind of like stuck in like a narrow path with what a Metroidvania can be. So what I want to see is like Metroid to expand it out a bit so that everyone else making Metroidvanias are like, oh, it's okay to do that because like the grandfathers of it are doing it. So it's still technically within Metroidvania. And I don't know, because I feel like the problem with Metroidvanias is that a lot of the time they either like try too much to be like Metroid, like it's basically, and there's no problem with that, but the thing is it's like they try so hard to be a Metroidvania, they do not allow their game to be anything else because they're so stuck on that. But I think like if you look at a game like Hollow Knight, it's like I liked Hollow Knight, like it is a Metroidvania, but it's also almost Souls-like with the how some people compare it, and I think it's good, like because it kind of like fleshed out Metroidvanias a little bit more, and I think like it'll be good to see like what a modern Metroid game is gonna look like and feel like, so that people stop making the same game, I guess.
They probably still will.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. People buy it. People buy it, man. Some of them are
this
pretty
one
good.
comes out what, in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is definitely going to be interesting, and I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun.
I hope so.
I don't know if it's going to be bad. Yeah, and so because there's I think Zero Mission is the remake of the original Metroid, I believe.
Yeah.
And then
I honestly don't.
Because I know because you have the Prime, and then you have Fusion, and then because I know like you have like Metroid 2, Return of Samus on Game Boy, and stuff like that. So like there's a lot of them like spread out, and I don't know.
There's like too many year
up
gaps.
Yeah, and so it makes it kind of difficult too, because it's like some of the games are just inaccessible or not as easy to get a hold of, and I think that's kind of a shame. But that kind of brings into like the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pass.
I was about to say that
so,
too.
We have the N64 and Sega Genesis, which came as a big surprise. I shouldn't be surprised because they like Sega has been putting out a lot of their like old classic games.
Yeah.
They've been trying to push that a bit more. Because it seems like Sega has now become more of a publisher rather than like developers. Like their kind of golden age is gone. Everyone can kind of agree.
Yeah, they kind of died.
But they
got a
but
Sonic.
but yeah, so which is a shame. I really like Sega. I think they're cool. I don't know. It's
Well,
like
back in the day, they're really cool. But I don't know what happened to them. Like I don't know why they died.
Well, I think because I think was it the Sega Saturn or Dreamcast? One of them didn't do too well. Well, they weren't doing too well. They weren't selling as well, and Nintendo was just kicking their butt. So that's the only thing.
Dreamcast.
But
The only system I never got was Dreamcast.
But yeah, like the N64, I'm excited to see that. I think it'd be interesting to put the old Smash Bros. If you can play that online.
I'm like so excited for this.
I think that would be pretty cool if we can have the old Smash Bros. On there. I think that'd be really fun.
You think they would do that?
Online? If they can do online as well for that, I think that'd be really hype.
I'd hope so, because they're shutting down like like Project M or whatever.
Yeah, they shut down a lot of the N64 stuff that's like online, and it's kind of a shame, and I wish they wouldn't. Or at least if they shut it down, there would be an announcement like, hey, we're doing this
on our own or something.
Yeah, like, so we'd prefer you guys not to do it, but I don't know, like, because that's kind of hard, because I understand, like, they're losing money, I guess, in a certain way, or whatever, blah, 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 but
how?
It's like, the game's been out for a while. It's like, come on, dude. Like, at least put it out yourself. And it's, everyone always makes jokes like how Nintendo, like when Nintendo accidentally takes down the website that they were going to get the emulation for the game from to repackage it for $60 and stuff like that. And everyone's kind of like makes jokes like that. And
sad but true, probably.
It's kind of true, because it's like a lot of the times, like, this is the only way you can play the games, or in an accessible way. Not everyone can just get an N64, and then nor does everyone always have friends they can play with, in person, especially in the times that we are in. So it's kind of a shame that they take those down. But Castlevania Advance Collection does seem kind of interesting, and I am, because since we're talking about old games, I might pick that up.
I was gonna say, are you gonna get it?
I've never played Castlevania games, but also same thing. That kind of comes to like a lot of people are saying like just get it on an emulator. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
You want to support them, right, Ricky?
Yeah.
Jeez.
But,
did they say the price? Sorry, not to. For the new online expansion pass, because I didn't really look it up, but did they show the price?
I don't know. They didn't really. They're gonna talk about it more, but I don't know how much more it's gonna go. They're saying like, oh, you can transfer.
I mean,
what's it called? Like,
we're only paying like $10 a year for it, so it's like.
It's like 20. It's 20 for a year, but I already think that's kind of like stupid, because it's like they were already giving it as a free service, and then they're making us pay for it. I mean, yeah, you get the games now and the access to it, but
everybody's
it's like,
doing that.
Yeah, and like unlike for the NES, like, yeah, there's some good titles on there too that you can go and play, but and the SNES, like, they don't even have Earthbound on there. It's like, you know, it's like, what's the point?
Yet.
Yeah, they don't have it on there yet. But it just doesn't feel like they're good enough catalogs yet, especially with, again, like people just rip them from the internet and without any care. It's like, well, it's not really like a, wow, this is really cool. Like, I mean, yes, like it does give an opportunity for people who are younger and don't know necessarily about emulation because, you know, they're a kid, and then they open up that and then they discover the old games. It's just fun. Like, you know, I think that's good, but for the most part, like for people who are paying for the service, not having their parents pay for it, I guess it's like, well, it's not really worth it. It was already a free service.
You are bringing up some good points.
Yeah, because like, I mean, that's the only reason why I'd say like it is worth it, because I guess it does expose a new generation of kids to potentially some of these old classics, like because you got Star Fox on there, you got, of course, like the Mario games. Yeah, well, and then you're gonna have Ocarina, which is I played the remake on that for the 3DS.
Yeah.
That one was fun. That's probably that's the one that I stuck with and beat it. Like that one was probably my favorite.
I beat that game like 3 times, and Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
That was the golden age of video games. What if they bring back like GoldenEye?
I don't know if they were mentioning that, but I know that they're yeah, I just mentioned that, like the old Smash games, like for the N64. That I was mentioning, that the online services, but I think that the a cool game. Oh, what's it called? So you're like, I think it'd be cool to have Smash. I think it'd be cool to have the Zelda games.
The Star Fox game.
Star Fox. I think that would be really fun. That's another good N64. Because I don't know if they'll bring back GoldenEye. I think that'd be cool to do. I don't know how they plan on emulating it. Like in the sense where, is it just gonna be? Are they gonna fix any of it? Because I know that like some of the like Monkey Ball's good, but the controls are a little outdated, I guess, is what I want to say when it comes to. Yeah, but
you just buy the old Nintendo 64 remote.
Well, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like
wireless.
The controls, not the controller itself, but I should say like the movement, like the slingshot in Legend of Zelda, like that one's a little janky if you've seen people play it.
No.
Yeah, so I don't know, but it would be interesting to see. There's a lot of good, and like Banjo-Kazooie. There we go. That's the one I was thinking of. I've been wanting to play that, and I tried getting my hands on it through like the Xbox Game Pass, but you have to have the Xbox console to do that, or like the Xbox 360 or whatever, not 360. The what are they on right now? 720? Just kidding.
I don't know.
Remember how I said 720? The next one was going to be Xbox 720.
I don't know.
It's not Xbox One, whatever. Yeah. Like it's like the Xbox, like whatever, like Elon Musk kids called, and that's like the new one. But like SX dash whatever, you know. But I want to play Banjo-Kazooie. That one's one I do want to play. I think that'd be fun.
You never played that one?
I know, because I didn't have an N64. And so whatever games from that generation I played, it was with you guys. So I didn't. That's not one I gotta. I remember being exposed to Legend of Zelda and like the Smash games and stuff like that, or the Smash game. So I don't really like the N64 is just a little behind me, like in what I was able to play. So I am excited to do that.
You missed out.
Yeah, like there's some good games, like because I never play, and they're gonna bring back like the Mario games, I think, for the N64. It seems like.
Oh yeah, Mario 64. That was a good one too.
Yeah, after they made you pay for like the 3 games to come out, you remember that? Like they put them together like Mario 64,
we don't talk about
Sunshine, and blah blah blah.
We don't talk about that.
They packaged those all together like it's a limited time, and then they're like, oh, also we're gonna put that on the service now. It's like rip.
Got him.
Yeah, got him. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you get got. I guess
right.
Like.
Sounds like Nintendo.
Any way to squeeze more money out of you, but yeah, I am excited for that. And Sega Genesis, I didn't really like grow up playing or anything that, but I like, besides the Sonic games and like a handful of other like titles that I can't remember off the top of my head that I'm interested in playing that they've showcased. Yeah, like I'm pretty excited because I think I always think it's a good thing if you can expose more people to older games. I always think it's a good thing because it's like
maybe it'll wake them up, right?
Yeah, wake up, sheeple. The games
Wake
that we
up.
have now are bad. So yeah, like the Castlevania Advance Edition, Advance
Cancel.
Collection. I do think, I do think it can be pretty fun, but I know that they're kind of like difficult games from what I've been told. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll have a day where we play it and we just start raging because I raged pretty hard on Metroid at the end boss.
Yeah, I know. I heard that part. I heard that part.
Yeah,
Whenever you were playing, or whatever.
So I was like, that would be interesting. But the another one is I spelled it
Oh,
wrong.
Beautiful
but it's-
Joe. See,
Oh, Beautiful Joe.
I'm not the only one that knows that. That game was
I
so
I've heard
good.
it. I heard of it. I never played it.
Oh
I
my
never got
gosh.
into that. I
That
played as a
game-
character on Marvel vs. Capcom. I played the character on that. I thought that was interesting.
Oh my gosh, they need to bring him
Yeah.
back. That
Yeah.
game slapped hard.
Yeah, so I don't know why it auto-corrected this, but I don't remember I have to look up the game, but
I don't remember this one. Maybe it was when I was pooping and I didn't watch the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, so I'll look it up right now, but because the first part of the name, it changed. But Vengeful Joe. But didn't you also say that they're doing a remake of Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
It's in talks because there was like that whole movement by Maximilian dude where they want to bring back Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and it went all over the place. Then like people that went to baseball games had signs for it. They like rented out billboards saying to bring it back. And so now the
Really?
creators now the creators like, well, we'll talk about it and see what happens. So it's not like for sure, but now they're actually talking about it. You didn't hear anything about that?
No, I never really.
Oh. That was a good,
No.
like, you played that game, right?
The
Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
Marvel vs. Capcom. I know I played 3 because I remember buying 3. I remember playing the arcade ones, like because I remember playing like was it the X-Men, Capcom versus X-Men or something like that. They had some game like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I played the arcade ones. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
that
the
was
one
2.
with-
I think it was an arcade, it was 2. Because the new one that came out, I don't even remember what it's called. Was that 3? No.
Because I know they had 3. 3 was the good one. Then they made another one,
And
and
was
then
not
that one
good.
flopped. I don't remember the name of that. Yeah.
Part 4, remake. What was
Yeah.
that called?
So
I
I don't know. I don't know actually. That's gonna bother me now. It's not like I have Google.
Wait.
So
Yeah, no, it's like right in front of your face.
yeah. So.
Oh, yeah, Infinite. There we go. Marvel vs.
Infinite, there you
Yeah.
go. So
Good job.
okay. So yeah.
That
So
one
that
was
one, yeah, I
trash.
heard that one
Trash.
sucked, and we don't
I'm
talk
glad
about that.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't buy that.
I didn't pay for it. I didn't even know it came out. All I knew was like, hey, this game's bad. I'm like, what? That exists? and I do miss it because it's like, I played with Dario, like we were playing Guilty Gear.
Oh, you
I was like,
already?
ooh.
Guilty Gear Strive?
I didn't play the newest one.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if you can. I don't remember the name of it's the one before the newest one.
this newest
I'm
one.
pretty sure Dario will
How'd you like it?
be nice enough to type the name in chat, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. It is complicated and it's hard, but because of that, I like the complicated and hard games. So I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, I kind of want to buy the new one and see because I like
do
fighting
too.
games.
I do
I
too.
usually do pretty decent at fighting games. Because I remember like was it Fighters? Fighters was a good one. The Dragon Ball Fighters.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
that's a
know.
good
I was pretty. That's a good one. Yeah.
Guilty
So.
Gear XRD Rev 2? Man, what
Yeah.
a name.
It's like they're
How do you say
it's like
XRD? Is it Gerd?
Xrd.
Xrd.
But I always enjoyed it. The Marvel vs. Capcom like fighting games,
Mm-hmm.
and so I've always been like big into fighting games in the sense of like I always enjoy them. Like
Yeah, no matter what, it's
you-
fun.
yeah, and so with like Guilty Gear, it's like the most anime fighting game ever. It's like the anime of anime, dude. Like it's so out there, it's so weird, like the designs and everything. I like them. I always enjoy it. Like it's fun, and the art style is really cool. So
Hey, that could be a cool streaming idea. Friday Night Fights. Play a
Friday
bunch of
Night Fights,
Yeah, see?
where it's always a fighting game.
On
So
Friday.
it's like we'll rotate. It'll be like Smash or Fighters
Yeah.
or Mortal Kombat. Like I think that'd be fun. It's always a fighting game.
I love
Yeah.
fighting games.
Yeah, because fighting games are always fun, and especially when you're playing with friends and family and you get all competitive. Because I like being competitive with everyone, and I know like
See, that's why
Angel
we play
and,
Smash, because you could beat us on that one. Otherwise,
yeah,
I win
yeah.
on everything else.
No, I beat you guys in fighters as well, and Mortal Kombat. So you see,
That's
fighting
true.
games
Wait,
only.
really?
Fighting games. Oh yeah, I beat. Remember, I ran through the gauntlet with all you guys in fighters and Mortal Kombat.
That's true.
Like so, fighting games is the only game like because first-person shooters, I'm not the best at. I will admit, I'm not. I'm okay. I'm okay, but like for whatever reasons, like fighting games, like they just click in for me, like a little bit better. Like I'm not the best ever.
I get
But,
sweaty on
yeah.
those, that's for sure. I get the combos.
so-
I memorize those combos. I can do
Remember
it with
the
my eyes
frame data
closed.
and everything.
Yeah, I know the frame
Yeah.
data. I get into it.
Yeah, so that's something I'd be down. Like we can get good at fighting games, go to local tournaments again. That'd
Nice.
be interesting. But
Booster
yeah,
spammer again.
we don't talk about that. But yeah, so it's ActRaiser Renaissance. I think that's the name of the game.
I don't remember this one.
I guess they're saying like it's a classic like SNES game. Like I didn't know about that, or maybe I might have gotten it wrong. But it's like a platforming game. Well, platformer action fighting game. So it's pretty. It looks pretty cool actually. When I saw it, I was like, yo, what the heck? Like I've never seen this game before, and it has like city building mechanics. I'm like, where's this game been?
What?
I was like,
I don't remember this
like,
one.
yeah, like they showed it off. If you go on the direct, it's about like 25 minutes in. Like 25 minutes. And like
Wonder
they
where I
show like
was.
it has little like it's Square Enix. So it looked very interesting. Like you can kind of like repair the city and stuff like that. I'm like, what the heck? Like this is up my alley right here. I'm like, this is really cool. So I plan on probably I don't remember when they said that one, but that's when I am again probably keeping my eye on. Like that one's interesting. It does look pretty cool. So I'm not sure if you got anything more to add on that. Though.
I don't remember that one like at all. It might have been that time where either I fell asleep or just forgot to watch it or something. Because I watched it live and I was half awake. So, should we skip over the next one and talk about the last two games and then end it with the big surprise?
Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah. I think we'll do so. Splatoon 3. I don't really care for Splatoon.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, like
I mean, Quinn loves Splatoon, but I don't know. It's, I don't know. I haven't played the 1 or 2. Have you?
I've seen gameplay of it. Never really interested me. I guess you're supposed to cover the ground and stuff like with
with
the walls
juices.
with and then whoever has more color at the end wins. I think that's what
we're
it is.
oversimplifying it by like a lot, but yes.
I think that's from my understanding. Like that's we have all the Splatoon fans being like, no.
Canceled.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just never found interest in those games. I don't know. Even watching them, it's just like, I'll go paint outside.
It's not really like. It's kind of meh. It's meh. Like for me, like it doesn't attract me like personally.
But you know what
like
does attract me though? We're skipping Splatoon 3 and going straight to Bayonetta. It's hot diggity dang.
Yeah,
Have you
what do
played
you think
one
of the
and two?
braids? No, but what did you think of the braids? The new
Interesting.
design.
Interesting.
I liked it. I liked it. Everyone in the chat was like, "Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you don't have to say the quiet part out loud, then."
Look, those games are actually really good. And like now that they have the third one, and she's kind of like self-aware, and she's like, "Oh, sorry for keeping you," or like keeping you waiting, or whatever. And it's like, "Oh, it's only been like 20 million years."
Yeah, because when did the first two come out?
I have way too long.
Like what era of games, you know?
For the Wii,
For the Wii?
maybe soon. Maybe you probably have to look it up, but I could be wrong on that. It's been a while, and I actually don't even remember. Was it the Wii? It has to be the Wii.
I knew the 2009.
Oh shoot,
Nah.
that's way farther. Wait, so 2009, that was what system?
That was so it says Bayonetta is a action adventure hack and slash, originally released for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 in Japan, and then North America got it in 2010 along with Europe.
On Xbox?
Xbox 360.
What the heck? I thought it was always Nintendo. Okay, and then what about
PlayStation
Bayonetta 2?
Bayonetta 2 came out 2014.
And that was also
That
Xbox.
one's for Switch and Wii U.
Oh, okay.
So that's the one you're probably remembering because that's like the most recent one.
Yeah, okay. Anyways,
Because then that's
Bayonetta
when they
3,
added
though.
her into Smash, right? I think
Yeah.
that's when it was.
But there's like there's already a theory going, like, I guess because on part 2 you save like a girl or whatever, and then there's like time travel or whatever, and they're saying that this girl, because she looks kind of different than the original Bayonetta, and they're saying that it might not be the same one. So it's like, well, now I gotta play it. It looked cool, man. I don't know. I liked like those big monsters fighting, and again, I look forward to playing in 15 FPS. Yeah, the big monsters.
Yeah,
Big
so
monsters.
I don't know, like I don't know how I would get my hands on the first and second one because
On the
I
big
think I still have
monsters?
my
Well,
the first and second games. Anyways, we're ending the stream. Yeah, because the Bayonetta games have like interested me before, but I never got into it.
it's a good
It's like
hack and
because
slash.
it's like hack and slash has never really been like my thing, so I never really like wanted to like delve deep into it because I'm always like I don't want to waste my money in it.
Okay, you sophisticated gamer. Sheesh, you just don't like pressing one button and beating the whole game.
Well, that's the thing. Like I don't know. I don't want to get bored and like. But listen. Like I don't know. I'll play boring strategy games, but God forbid I have like a flashy game. You know?
Yeah, we're just like blood and guts everywhere. Like, no, that's too much. Too much one button. Oh my god.
Yeah. If I can't have my pinky out while playing it, then it's not a good game. But yeah, Bayonetta does look cool. I know some people were kind of complaining though, like kind of looks old, or like the graphics are not that great. I thought the graphics were decent. I mean, I don't think you're gonna get like
AAA,
PlayStation 5
yeah.
next gen graphics out of a game like that. I don't really
I'm
think.
just scared. I'm like, you know how they're showing the scene of like the two big monsters fighting or whatever, and it's like, man, that's gonna look terrible on the Switch. I can imagine like the frame drops and.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe they took so long because they're like, "Gosh darn it, what can we fit on this stupid Switch?" But
It's gonna be a slideshow.
Yeah, it'll definitely be definitely be interesting. I think
Alright.
yeah, that's kind of like the games that we went over and
talk about the Dark
Nintendo
Horse.
Direct. And yeah, we're gonna talk about what the heck Nintendo is doing. They're crazy. I can't believe they did this. Of course, you've been seeing it all over the internet. It is the Mario movie. The Mario movie. I don't know, dude. I have so many emotions, but man, I'm hyped. I want to see.
Look, when
I'm
they
so
said
excited.
when I know, but when they said Mario movie, I was like, okay, Illumination, sure. But then when they started to announce the voice actors,
the cast, yeah.
I'm like,
I was like,
I just instantly started
They
laughing.
on crack. They on crack. If like for the cast, like they got everyone, man. Like I thought they were gonna like start being like, yeah, we got.
We got
you
The
know, all
Rock
the-
as a Rock, and Bowser
Yeah.
Jr. or something, and it's like, shoot,
Yeah.
Kevin Hart as
Yeah,
somebody. I
we
don't
got
know.
Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt. You
We
know,
got
it's like-
everybody. We got all the Chris's.
Yeah, it's like I was like, my gosh, like who, like I do think it's interesting though. Like I don't know, I know everyone's kind of like giving Chris Pratt a hard time about being Mario. I don't know, I don't see it personally for myself.
It's what are they saying? Italian. What is it? Italian
Italian
phobia.
phobia, but I don't want
yeah.
to jump into that. We're gonna be positive today, but
Script is written.
the
Oh,
script
really?
is written by the guys that do Teen Titans Go.
Uh-oh.
Now, did they do the movie Teen Titans Go, or did they do the show? Because the movie
show
was really
sucks.
good. Or is it the same guy? Because I'm not a fan of the show, but the movie they did was really good for whatever reason. It had no business being that good, comparative. I'm assuming it's probably the same writers that wrote the movie, but I don't know. Like
Well, that makes me very worried.
Teen Titans Go, you have Illuminations. They're gonna have a Minion reference in there. They're gonna
Where's
have
Steve Carell? Huh?
Yeah. Actually, I could have seen him being like put in as
As
like Toad
who?
or something.
As a Koopa or something.
Yeah, like I don't know. It is gonna be kind of weird because it's like it's gonna. I don't know, like because there's two things. It's gonna either feel like a cheap voiceover, and not to say that Chris Pratt can't do voiceover work because I think he was in the Lego Movie
He was in a
I
Lego
think he-
movie and a Disney movie as well, which were both.
Yeah,
good.
so it's not that he can't do it. It's just that how well is the medium going to translate over from video games to movies? Because like the thing is like and like we talk about this a lot, like sometimes they don't have a direct translation and it takes a lot of effort and work to make it seem like you're in that video game world. I mean, look how difficult Wreck-It Ralph was to make, right?
Yeah.
And so while the first Wreck-It Ralph I thought was pretty good, I remember the second one kind of lacking. And I think it's just going to. I think we're just gonna have to wait and see. I think we're gonna have to wait for the movie to come out. I think it is genius. I think Nintendo is genius. They are crazy for trying to do another movie.
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
But I don't know. It is amazing. The cast, I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, Seth Rogen, Donkey Kong. What do you
That
think of
one-
that pick?
I like that, especially after watching the TikTok of him laughing, and it's just Donkey Kong. It's like
I do think it's interesting, and I don't know, like, because there are the people they chose are talented. Like, I mean, Jack Black, of course.
Jack Black as Bowser, A plus.
You see, I don't know how well, because I mean, okay, you're gonna have Seth Rogen, you're gonna have Jack Black, you're gonna have Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is hilarious in Parks and Recs. I love this
Yeah.
character. So I hope the three of them bounce off really, really well in this movie when they're delivering like dialogue and stuff to each other. And I really hope that, but I don't know, man. Nintendo's crazy for this, and I'm not sure if they were just like, just get whatever celebrity you can, like whoever says yes to this
Roll the
movie.
dice. That's what we get.
Yeah, it's like like the. You're rolling the dice in like Mario Party, it's like you got the different actors on there.
Yeah.
Like that's basically what you're seeing. But
I don't
yeah,
know,
dude,
man.
like I don't know, like it's crazy, man. I'm absolutely excited for the movie. They knew what they were doing by announcing it with some of the most like weirdest choices ever, because now everyone's gonna have to see it. Everyone's talking about it. So this was done on purpose. I don't think Nintendo would do this as like a joke. So
It comes out next year, right?
yeah.
So
Comes out next year.
So we should be seeing a trailer
holiday.
soon. So we should
like,
be seeing a
December?
trailer.
Yeah,
Oh
December
my
or so. But man,
gosh.
like I am excited for the trailer. I'm excited. I want to see it. Because I know Illumination's either going to like mess this up very bad, or it's gonna be like the best thing ever. Unironically or ironically, it's just going to be an amazing ride. Like,
So are we gonna see this in the theaters with all the little
Oh,
kids?
we seen
Or-
this in theater, boys. Like, we're
Oh
gonna
my
be pushing all the
gosh.
kids aside. Be like, no, this movie's not for you. It's for me.
You don't even know who Mario is.
Yeah, Mario. Okay, I grew up with Mario. And then
Kids,
yeah, like
do kids know about Mario? I don't know.
no, yes, of course they
Oh,
do. But like
are you sure?
Luigi,
Okay,
bro,
Luigi's
Charlie
like,
Day.
yeah, I don't know about that one.
Charlie Day. Okay, did you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yes.
Charlie's like one of my favorite characters.
I know that, but
seeing
as
I
Luigi-
see him in this movie, I was like, yo, let's go. I was so hyped. I was hyped.
He
Just because
doesn't
it's like, and then of course everyone's like, they should have gotten Danny DeVito. They totally should have. They missed out.
He should be
They missed
Yoshi.
out on throwing him in. Yeah, I would just like, but I would just like Danny DeVito's like just line delivery as like a character. Like it would just be hilarious, whatever it is. Yeah, and like I don't know. It's always funny because it's like the cast is so weird that like you could have done a fan cast, right? And it would have probably been more tame than the people they actually got for the movie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so I don't know. Like,
man.
I'm this movie's amazing. I'm so excited. Like, it's part. Like,
I want to know the
I don't
audition for this movie.
yeah, I want to see the audition tapes, because that would be like, or did they just call them up? Like Illumination
know.
was like, yo, just get whoever we can on the line.
Okay, Chris
Like,
Pratt,
I want
we-
to know. I want to know who like rejected this movie. I want to know. I want names. I want to know who was like, this movie is gonna do terrible. I'm not gonna have my name like in this. 'Cause
And
that's,
Illumination's like, all right.
yeah, like, because I could totally see this, like, many actors getting, like, the call, like, hey, you want to play as, like, Mario? And then I can see Chris Pratt is crazy enough to take the role. I feel like, and then, like, same thing for, like, Seth Rogen and Jack Black. It totally makes sense for them to take this. Like, so, like, I can see it. Like, I just want to see, like, Oh, because they have what's her name as Peach. Anya.
Which that one's the only one that makes 100% sense.
Yeah, like yeah, you know, it's kind of funny, but like yeah, but she's such like a serious actress. I feel like she always plays like really serious roles.
But her
I don't know
voice
how-
is kind of like Peach, though, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
you know, it's like yeah, like so.
That's
I
why
just think it's kind of interesting.
I can't wrap my head around that. Like hearing what's his name, Luigi's voice, and like his raspy. I just can't.
Yeah, like well, Charlie's voice kind of high pitched, so it's gonna be interesting, dude.
I don't know.
I hope they kind of go in the direction of like what the Sonic movie did.
Oh my god.
That would be amazing. Like I don't know, if because it seems like it's gonna take place in the Mario world rather than like they're coming to
Like here,
the
or
human
something.
world?
Yeah.
I think that they're not doing that, which is kind of tiring. I don't like it when they have like the characters come to the real world and then
Yeah.
they have to try to get back to their world. It's like I guess that's like the American version of isekai, huh? When you think
Ew.
about that, but it's like in reverse,
That's gross.
I guess in a way.
That's
But
real
yeah, dude,
gross.
like I don't know, like because I could definitely get behind this movie because I do want a second Sonic movie. I thought the first one was decent. We'll probably be ending stream here soon, and we'll probably hop on at like 5. Oh, it's already 4:30, man. We've already been talking for a bit, but
We're almost done.
yeah. So I'm excited though. I don't know. I can't express how ready my body is ready for this movie, dude. Like I'm willing for the
I want that trailer.
absurd out of body experience. I want it to be meta. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just gonna be so the internet's gonna tear this apart. No way around it. The
What if it
internet
looks as bad as like the first Sonic trailer?
I hope they do something like that. I hope it just looks terrible. And then they're like, psych, no, this is actually like how it's supposed to look. I don't know. Like part of me generally I think well, in terms of animation style, I think they're just gonna kind of go with that generic Illumination.
Yeah, like Despicable
3D,
Me. Yeah.
Yeah, 3D
It looks
art
good.
style. I think they're gonna kind of keep that. Like I don't. It looks nice. Like, but I think they're gonna keep in line with like was it Sing or whatever, and
Ooh, yeah, that's a
Despicable
good
Me.
movie.
So I never watched it, but I thought it was an interesting art style. But yeah, the I kind of lost track of what I was saying. But I do wonder like how is the animation gonna look like too? Because that's what I'm assuming. But I want it to look. Part of me wants the movie to be so bad it's good. I think that's the
I don't
only
know about
way.
that.
So bad it's good. I think that's really the only way for people to like accept the Mario movie. Cause look, we had Mortal Kombat, right, as a movie, right? And that was pretty good. I thought it was decent. Like it didn't take itself too serious, but it made nice references to the games and stuff like that. And I thought it did a good job. It was serviceable, all the stuff. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't trying to be anything more or anything less.
Yeah.
And so the thing is though, like because I don't know how Mario story-wise is going to work. So it is going to be very interesting because it's probably going to fall somewhere in between the Sonic movie of like anarchy and of how like the first Sonic looked like, and then it's going to probably be like in between like again like the Mortal Kombat movie. So I feel like it's going to be somewhere in between, but we are seeing a lot
Is there an origin story of Mario?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there is, and then because they've made movies and stuff like that before, which and cartoons. So I'm pretty sure like you can piece together lore from that, and then from the games. I'm not like an avid Mario enthusiast, I guess. I appreciate like what he's done over the years, as you know, for platforming games and getting like Nintendo on the map and pushing gaming as far as it has.
And now movies.
And now movies, and because like we still have the Last of Us movie coming out, or I'm sorry, HBO
TV show.
series.
Did you see the
TV.
picture?
No, I haven't actually. I didn't know there was one up. And then we have the what's it called?
Uncharted.
Uncharted. There we go. It was really like right there, but the Uncharted movie, and I know because they're saying like they're kind of worried about the Uncharted movie. But yeah, like so we are having like this resurgence of video game movies. I think especially because they're
Scary.
piggyback off of like Sonic and Mortal Kombat. Like so they saw like there was some success there. And so I don't know. I don't really know. I'm very interested to see where we can go from here.
I'm
was a video
scared.
games movie. I'm scared. Part of me, it's like, as long as it's so bad it's good, I will enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah,
And
but if
then
it's
this
so
part- as long
cringy,
as
dude,
it's-
if it's cringy, it's I
okay,
can't.
there's like cringe as in like, oh, this is just a bad movie, and it's like you feel bad.
Yeah.
And then there's cringe as in like, oh, this is so terrible. I want to keep watching this.
Yeah,
dumb skit
that's
by it.
fine. But when it's like,
It's like
ow, it
it's
hurts to
a very
watch.
fine line to walk. Like, yeah, if it physically pains me to watch this movie, I'm probably gonna be like very upset.
Yeah.
But if I can have a decent enough time laughing at the absurdity of a Mario movie, it's gonna be fine. But either way, Nintendo did their job for putting
That's true.
in like
Brilliant
this
marketing once again.
on the yeah. You know what? Nintendo won and us 0. Like literally, like they're up a few points on us. Like my goodness, dude. I don't know, but
I hate.
I think
hate
that's
this.
pretty much the podcast here for today.
Nintendo.
Nintendo, crazy as ever, doing stuff. I'm glad they're taking risks. Hopefully this pays off. I'm really excited for the movies. The games they're coming out, they announced, really hype. 2022, looking up to have a really good lineup for games that are coming out. I'm pretty excited. Kirby, that card game that I can't remember, and then they're putting out the Castlevania stuff and all that. So I'm pretty excited for gaming. I'm also very terrified to see, like, because hopefully they don't make soulless movies, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. And of course, we're gonna keep you guys updated. So
right.
we're past the pop culture. If you enjoyed and liked what you listened to today, don't be afraid to give us a like or share, or depending on the platform you're on. And check out our social medias, such as our Instagram, where we usually update when we're going live. So that's at Past the Pop Culture. So that's
Yes, sir.
it for us today.